our Tremolo series.
In this series, we're going to share with you tremolo pedals by some of our favorite manufacturers.
Thanks for joining us. Today we're looking at the Diamond Guitar Pedals Optical Tremolo, and the Beard's going to tell you more about it.
Right, so this is from Diamond, another Canadian company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is our first experience with a Diamond pedal. If you don't count how many episodes of TPS we've watched where they've had a Diamond pedal somewhere in
They
the
have
mix.
the delay a lot of the times, right? Yeah.
Delay a lot. They have, yeah. So we were pretty excited to get it in and check it out. And it is an optical tremolo. And it's another one of those that kind of looks deceptively simple. Like has a deceptively simple user face, but has a lot of kind of power under the hood and
Right.
a lot of options that let you do some kind of unique things. But well designed, well laid out that make it really easy to do that. So I think, believe it or not, we're right into like the features.
Good night, everybody. Yeah.
So let's do, we'll change just a little bit. Let's do the reference tone first.
Okay. So the Revolta Mondata 8 through the Tyler JT22. Thank you, Pete Thorne.
Yeah, sorry, John.
We apologize to John and congratulate Pete Thorne. I'm not sure how that works, but
So
here's the G.
yeah, so we've been calling it the PT20, for those who don't know, we've been calling it the PT22 since the first time I reached out to Tyler Amps Works about it. I said PT22, he said JT22, and it just, that connection never made.
Right.
It was never made. And so we've been calling it the wrong, but it used to be the PT22. Now it's the JT. And there's a whole fun story behind that, but we're not going to get into that. All right, so features. Definitely we have speed, depth. You see that, I mean, that's kind of the tremolo basics. They have a volume knob for the perceived volume knob that you can take care of, loss that you can take care of. You can also use that to like a clean boost if you take the trem and speed all the way down, or the depth and speed all the way down. Then they have another fun knob over here that we'll get to, the mode knob. We'll get to that in a second. And a cool toggle switch that's not broken.
Right.
But when I first opened the box, I was like, is this broken?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about
No,
that
it's
more in a
just
second.
cool.
So let's start depth. We'll start with a kind of in the 50 range. I'll roll it down to all the way off, and then we'll roll it all the way back up. Worth noting, right now we are using the waveform that this pedal, when you first turn it on, would, I don't want to say boot up, but that would be there. It's the shark fin waveform. So you're going to get kind of a ramp and then a quick die off.
All right. Trying to watch the flashing light so I can get an idea of what we're doing, but
You can speed it up.
no,
you
it's
know?
like, oh.
That slow speed's kind of good though, because you can hear
Right.
what it's doing. So let's talk speed, because there's a couple ways to control this. So when Pat starts to play again, I'll roll the speed all the way down, let you do a strum, roll it up to the middle, let you do a strum, roll it all the way up, let you do a strum. Then I'm going to use the tap double switch to just tap in whatever it is. It might be the same as, but tap in something. But one of the cool things about this switch is if you hold it, it will double time it. And now you'll notice this is red over here. That means we're in double time. If I hold it again, this is in green. That means we're in just normal time. So we'll show the speed on the knob, tap it in, and then show doubling.
All right.
I'll start it here all the way at the bottom. Yeah, that's pretty accurate too.
Yeah, it is. I like that.
Reminds me of the Cesar Diaz we got, but with tap tempo.
Right. Yeah. With me, it's like, where are we going when I'm playing the Diaz? But this is like, oh, I know where we are.
Right. So you're right on with the tap tempo and then that. Boy, the speed got fat. I backed it off a little bit because I just wanted to see how fast, because it seemed like there was a big difference from noon and here.
Right.
And so I backed it back just a little bit to see what that was like. So that's depth and speed. Volume, did you set volume for Unity, or have we just been...
I think we just rolled with it.
All right,
we can find out.
It's pretty close, but we could goose that if we wanted to get... Like, I bet you if we goosed it, we would start driving the amp. Which is the nice thing about the JT22 from Tyler is that we run at maybe just a little bit, a hair over noon.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of on the edge. And then when you put a boost in front of it, it does kind of make it...
It breaks up nicely.
Makes it go. All right, so we've done speed, depth, and volume. Let's talk about waveforms. We have 4 different waveforms. You have a sine wave. You have a triangle. No, sorry. You have a shark fin wave. Well, I messed that up like 7 times.
Well, shark tooth. If the tooth is this way, the fin is that way. It's like an inverted shark.
I still messed it like 7. Like said the wrong thing like 7 times. All right. You have a shark fin wave. You have a sine wave. You have a square wave, which is something interesting about. Yep. And then you have a chop, which is the chop is like using the toggle on a Les Paul.
Yes, that's cool.
Square wave. You think. Like, when I first read that, I was like, how is the chop different from the square?
Right. The
chop is a really, really hard, abrupt cut on this. The square wave isn't, because of, and they say it somewhere, but because of the way the optical trim that they're using or whatever, it does kind of round the corners just a little bit. So when you change depth,
right,
the way I pictured it, and I don't know if it's exactly right, but the way I pictured it is like the square, the sides of the waveform, kind of more do this. And the less depth you have, the more they're kind of tilting out. So you get a little bit smoother than you would expect maybe from a square. But if you want the heavy chop,
it's there.
They give it to you in chop.
It slices, it dices.
So let's go through the 4 waveforms.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and talk about the chop because the depth knob works a little different. And I'll move the depth up kind of high just so we can hear. And we're starting on the shark fin. And then you'll notice to switch, all I'm doing is pushing that button up and it pops back. So when I first pulled it out of the box, I pushed the button thinking the toggle would stick.
Right.
And it jumped back. And I'm like, oh no, are you kidding me?
Gotta send it all the way back to Canada.
Right, but now we really like the switch. We think it's a brilliant idea. So,
and those will change colors corresponding to the wave. All right.
So let's talk about that really quick, because I moved the depth to the middle when we got the chop. So the depth knob in chop is the one that's different, not the square wave. And so the depth knob becomes time on versus time off. In the middle there, it's equal time on, equal time off. If I roll this all the way to the left and let you play, and then I roll it all the way to the right, so all the way to the left is more time on, less time off. So you're shrinking how much time it's off if you go to the left, and you're extending how much time the off time is on, last if you go to how much time the off time is on.
How much wood could woodchuck chuck?
If you followed that.
Who's on first?
You're a brilliant person. Your brilliance level is high enough to hang with us.
to meet or exceed yours.
So, but what I did think was kind of cool because you might be like, well, why would you want such a little on time the way it is right now? If we take that and bump it up fast,
incoming.
Yeah, that's the radar setting, right? That's the one where he runs out of the hut looking at the sky. So that's what I mean. I think that's cool. We like the radar setting.
Silliness. Yes.
When they sound like helicopters, we think it's cool.
Yes.
Especially with the drive pedal there.
Wait till the end of the video.
That's
all we ever do.
It's bound to happen.
We're predictable.
So that gives you the 4 different wave. If I click this again, we're back to the sawtooth waveform. So the other thing is the mode knob, and the mode knob is really interesting because in mode 1 there you have quarter notes, and if you double it you get eighth notes. In mode 2 you have like an eighth note feel. If you double it you get like a 16th note feel, but it's accenting the eighth note, so it's like a 1. Right, there's accents there. Triplet notes is 3 triplets, and then if you double it, it does like I think it accents the first note of each triplet, and they said it's in 3/4 time, and I don't know that I've really 100% wrapped my head around that, but we'll show it to you. So maybe all 3 fast and then slow, slow then fast.
All right.
Can we? That's going to take some thinking on your part, but we'll leave it at this speed.
Good luck.
And one nice feature, whatever you've tapped in should translate through all the different settings. And the tap is really nice because it puts some emphasis. It's like weighted average, and it weights on your last tap. So if you're going to mess one up, mess up the first 2. Don't mess up the last one. So you got it.
Hot tip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, I played something that was rhythmic. I don't know if it featured it as much. I mean, you could definitely hear it changing. I'm not sure if you heard every nuance of all of the patterns, but...
So you have quarters to eighths, and when I did that, the eighths kind of stayed steady. I don't think it was doing like a 1 and 2 in. I don't think it was accenting on the quarter notes, was it?
I was too busy trying to keep in rhythm, which I could maybe do that with single rakes, maybe.
Do a single rake on that just to hear it.
All right.
It was accenting, right? All right, so, but that's not it. We have 3 more modes. First one is rhythmic, and in normal speed, it's like a 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And then when I kick it over to 16th notes, it's the same kind of things, but 16th followed by 8th notes, and there's accents, and I'm going to let you just hear it.
Let you count it out.
All right.
Let's see.
So it's a 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and. Then we go to chaotic. Good luck. Glad you're playing. So in chaotic, you have your tap speed in, and then around that tap speed, it almost like picks. Basically, it sounds like a broken tremolo.
Yeah. Sounds like your cable's broken or something's shorting out.
Depending on what setting you have it in. If you play a little bit, maybe I'll move it to a more...
All right. That reminds us, we have to find a official cable company to replace these faulty cables.
Right. That's actually really cool, though.
It is.
It's interesting. And then the last mode is manual, and what we did in that last bit of playing, I kicked on the Timmy pedal.
Right.
And
you mean the 15th anniversary?
The
Timmy?
15th anniversary Timmy,
yeah.
One that, if it's on the board tonight, might mean that we're filming
an
episode for that tonight.
The only Timmy we've ever had collectively, and we go for the 15th anniversary, which is more like the original Tim. But that's a whole other story for another video.
Yes. So last one is manual, and if you just play a little bit, I think they'll get a quick idea what that does. So like turn your
like a kill switch.
Your bridge pickup off and
right. I wouldn't. There's too many toggle switches here.
So then you just get to do that with. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oops.
Get to do it with your foot. I think we might have just hit everything.
You turned every knob and flipped every toggle and mashed both of the buttons.
So to wrap it up, you got your speed, you got your tremolo, you got your volume like you would see on a normal tremolo. Tap tempo on tremolos is really, really nice because you can get it in you can do it without it, but it's really nice to be able to get it in the pulse of the music. The double time is kind of nice. It's really nice. if you're in time with the song because of your tap tempo and you're at the end of the song or something and you just want to kick it on so it speeds up, some overdrive, that's a really nice feature. And then they give you different kind of subdivisions, allow you to double those, and then give you some extra programs like the Rhythmic and the Chaotic and the...
And you got your 4 waves.
And you have four
shapes,
waves.
4 shapes, yeah.
Right. So, again, kind of a really simple user interface that allows you to tap into a lot of features and really kind of tailor it to what you want to do. And maybe we didn't spend enough time on the waveforms, but when you have your sawtooth, your sine, and your square, you can really kind of tailor it. Like the sine wave can give you that kind of just nice flowing stuff behind you, and then square and sawtooth.
Shark fin.
Shark fin. Like, what did the shark say? Never mind. It's not. It's what did the fox say?
Yes. Baby shark.
Baby shark.
Baby shark fin. It's a
Right.
very small wave.
That's a very small wave.
Kiddie pool.
When you turn the depth all the way down, you go from baby shark.
Yes, that's right.
This is getting silly.
Oh, this is bad. That's good.
So with that, always like to take just a quick moment to stop and thank everybody that's watching. Hit the subscribe button, clicking notifications, hit like, leaving comments below. Favorite feature in the comments, maybe? What is your favorite feature on this one? Because we've been doing so many tremolos, it'd be interesting to start hearing what features they really think are the most useful. Mm-hmm. So what's the most useful feature about that? This was viewer recommended, so whoever recommended in one of the other videos that we needed to pick this up for the series, we really appreciate that. And Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. And with that,
I'm PJ on behalf of the Beard, reminding you no matter what you hear, you never have too much gear.